Hello everyone, welcome to Amakhosi channel. Essential like, comment, subscribe, guys. Welcome back. I just want to speak about Maart. Yusuf Maart is leaving. He is leaving. Apparently, sat down with the management and said that you know what, here's an opportunity that is coming, and I don't want to let go of this opportunity because we don't know when will this opportunity come by again, if ever will come by again. So therefore, please allow me to leave. And this is one thing about Kaizer that I love. They will never ever stand in a way of a player to achieve their goals, their dreams. They will never stand in the player to stop the player from achieving their goals. I won't talk about other teams. I'll talk about Kaizer Chiefs. Ngezan, when he wanted to leave, he left. Yes, sure, of late we haven't released so many players or we haven't sold so many players. Yes, we have made so many mistakes in the markets by not selling the guys that were wanted by other teams. Don't know why. I don't know why. Could be that it's because of bad counsel. The people were advising Kaizer Chiefs that they should have thought carefully to say that, you know what, so and so when you look at the age, for example, so and so if you look at the injuries, I think you can take a gamble and let go of them because you won't get any 20 million from any other team, or you won't get 20 million for this player again, like it happened with Castillo. So, Maart going there, Maart is like 28. Maart is 28. Let me see if Maart is 28. Let me see. How old is Maart? How old? Yusuf. Maart. He's 29. He's 29. Maart is 29. So if Maart is 29 and an opportunity comes for him to go overseas, sure, kudos for Kaizer Chiefs for not standing in his way. I mean, you look at your Simphiwe Tshabalala that's going overseas at a late age. Look at your Teko Modise not going overseas. And guys were good and could have done better overseas. Your Ye did not go overseas. Guys like your Idmenko did not go overseas, and yet the time was galore. So let's allow players to go overseas, and it's still in the beginning and early stages, baby stages, infant stages of the transfer market. So as the transfer window is just open now to allow guys like your Maart to go, it's good. I'm happy about that. And Maart, he faced a lot of backlash last season, and the season prior to that, he faced a lot of backlash. And as a result, some of us did not even see the good work that Maart was giving in. Yes, there were times that Maart didn't do well. There were times where Maart would play dismally, and I would be like, yo, Maart, no, you can't be this captain. You can't be the captain of this club and you are performing the way that you are performing. But as soon as he was performing, dishing game in, game out, dishing good performances, I was one of those who stood and said that, you know what, Maart has been playing very well, but because of our hate for him, we then hated him for no reason, even when he was performing very well, even on games when he was allowing the team to tick, even on games when he was allowing guys in front of him to go and push, even on games where he had so many attempts on goal and scoring in some of the games, and for him to score in that final where he matters the most. Look at Maart being the captain after so many captains failing to deliver a trophy in Kaizer Chiefs. Maart delivering a trophy. For me, this was a proper time for Maart to go. It is a proper time for Maart to go. And for you who have hated this guy for no good reason, I think you can the least you can do is to say that, Maart, thank you. And I just want to say thank you, Maart. Thank you, Maart, for all that you did. Thank you, Maart. Sometimes you try too hard because, you could see that the Chiefs are falling. But you tried and gave your best. And even when the media was going against you, the fans going against you, but you stood the test of time. You persevered. You persevered and you gave your all. You persevered, you gave your all. Thank you. Thank you, Yusuf. I think that You did very well. And for that, I just want to say thank you, Captain. Now, I just want to ask you this. Maart leaving, who's the next captain? Who deserves the captain's armbelt? And what is your criteria? What is your criteria when you give the captain's armbelt? Do we have enough leaders in our team? I don't mean old people. I don't mean old people, but leaders in our team, for them to carry our team going forward. And will that come with the pressure to perform every day? What if those leaders don't perform every day, or the leader doesn't perform every day? What do you do? Do you say that they must be relinquished? They must relinquish their armbelt to the next person? So, for me, a criteria that I would use to select the next captain, we could see last season that there were guys that who would wear the captain's armbelt based on the coach's instruction, based on the coach's expectations, or seeing that, these guys, they have those leadership qualities. Guys like your Inasho, they stand in line of being a captain. Guys like your Msimang stand in line of being a captain. Guys like your who's this guy? Peterson, the kid, stand in line of being a captain. Who else can you throw in their name in the heads and say that they could be chosen as a captain? For me, not a Sereno. Sereno's head is too boiling. Don't know if there's a direct translation or what, but it's too boiling. Like his head is not good to be a captain. He can sort of like cause the other guys to fight with the ref, and he cannot be a good example around the smaller boys, because he's always fighting. His temper is out, especially when guys are kicking him. His temper is off. Hence, as a result, you can see guys like your Mfundo Vilakazi, they throwing in middle fingers and. Why? Because such guys around them, they're really not good captains in terms of their temper. So for me, out Sereno. Who else can be a captain? If I'm thinking of the names now, like without really thinking careful about this, being sober about this. Let me see. Who else? Like, who's been there in our team for a long time? Vuma, Peterson, Frosler, Solomon Swiss to an extent now. Who else? Simango. Who else? Dushabala is still young, but I'll name him Dushabalala. Ngobo. Zwane. Dupree's, Modi to a certain extent because of age as well, but I'm just out of thinking on my feet, like those 10 guys, and then all those guys, when you look at guys like Inasho is not being there for a long time, but he wore the captain's armband. Why? Because of the leadership qualities that the coach saw. And for me, he can be a leader, but I don't think that he's the right leader. Why? Because of the number of cards that he received last season, the red cards that he received. I think he received 2, if not 3, last season. We don't need a captain won't lead by example by being present and being available for selection. We need a player who be there, game in, game out, and lead by example in terms of be clean, like be a fair and clean player and produce the goods. And I don't think that he had a good season. He had an okay season. He had these games where I know. And had these games where okay, you know what? I see a guy who's a fighter here. So I'll give it to Peterson. Because he has shown for me that he's a leader. On and off the field, he has shown. You see him in the touchline trying to coach. It might not be what we want, sure, but you could see that he wants the team to win. He wants the team to go forward. And he ended the season high. Up until we get a new coach, a new keeper, rather, We can just give it to him. Simang can stay injury free. He's been the captain of Sales Galat. But we know that the coach will not play him. He'll play Inacho ahead of him. Reasons don't to him. But for me, the next captain would be Peterson. I'll give it to Peterson, and hopefully that he can be the starter until we get a new goalkeeper. I don't know what are the plans of the team in terms of getting a new keeper, but for me, I'll give it to Peterson. He's been there. He's played like so many seasons. His experience, he has cool head in him. He has a cool head in him. And you've seen him, how he marshals the defense and all. And it's good to have a captain who can see everything in front of him. You've seen so many keepers being captains. Your Kapinga, was it Kapinga? No. Who's this? Kapinga. I think Kapinga. I don't even remember who was the guy from Solos, and was your Tafara. Is it Tafara? Solos keeper. I think he's Nigerian. You've seen the Sundowns keeper again from Ghana. I forgot his name. But you've seen keepers being captains. Kune was a captain as well. Give it to a player who can see everything happening. Someone who can marshal and control the defense, and the defense control the midfield, and someone who will stand and say that, you know what, I'm raising my hand. So, for me, I'll give it to Peterson. But yeah, I want to hear your thoughts. What are your thoughts? Who can be or should be the next captain? I want to hear your thoughts. I'm out, guys. FC Amakhosi. Cheers.